A story about revenge, self-discovery, prophecies, martial arts, and Brazil! Basically the most based mix ever seen. The fighting genre is a popular one. We have hundreds and hundreds of mangas about it. Some about boxing, some about mixed martial arts. Well, the list only gets bigger. Long story short, there's a fighting manga for every style imaginable. But it was in 2018 that I really came to believe that. Just because of this manga here. Just because of Batuque. Batuque is that manga that will really cause an impression on you, not only because of its majestic and weird art style, but because of its characters and intricate fighting scenes. The series is written and illustrated by the grand Sako Toshio, author of the successful manga Usogui, which is a masterpiece too. It's like the perfect mix of fighting and gambling with godlike artwork. And at this point, it's pretty clear that I'm a fan, right? But getting back here to Batuque, Sensei Sako Toshio really hit the spot with not only the fighting scenes, but with his research on Brazil's history. That's right, Batuque revolves around an Afro-Brazilian martial art, more precisely capoeira. And in this manga, we actually get to learn a lot about it. The author and his editor even went to Bahia, Brazil to truly learn about capoeira's culture. Which makes me pretty happy actually. Some of you guys may have noticed from my accent, but I'm from Brazil. And it's pretty cool to see my country being represented so well in a manga. Which is pretty rare, but that is a topic for another video. Let's start from the top, shall we? Let me tell you a little bit about the intricate plot of Batuque. The beginning is very cute, with the main character being shown as a baby. What an adorable girl, right? It looks like she'll be happy until the day she dies. What is happening here? What happened to her happy life? Where is everyone? What is that coming out of the darkness? Can someone help here? The baby then calmly looks at the moon, and since then, every time she sees it, it reminds her of that moment. Was she led at that moment, or was it a farewell? That's literally how this series starts. You don't know exactly what just happened, if it was something mystical or real, but you can feel in your bones that something special is bound to happen to this girl, to our beloved Sanjo Ichiri. Sanjo Ichiri, or Ichi, is a cheerful-looking middle schooler with auburn-color wavy hair and a generally bright facial expression. She is mostly known for her cute face whenever she eats any kinds of food, which is a great excuse for the author to really mess with the facial expressions, as we have a lot of weird ones in this manga. And you really learn to love them. It's not your conventional style, but it's so unique that you just embrace it. So Ichi is portrayed as this quirky kid that loves to interact with the world, even with her family being an obstacle to that. Her father keeps moving all around Japan because of his unstable multiple jobs, and doesn't allow Ichi to be part of any club or even have a smartphone, all without any proper explanation. At first he just looks evil and weird, but the story does a great job explaining everything later. But getting back to the beginning, you'll need much more to hold our dear protagonist. Ichi loves riding the skateboard and became really good at it. On a beautiful day, after riding her skate and talking with a couple of colleagues, a crazy homeless guy appears from nowhere and tries to guide the posture of Ichi. There's a bit of a commotion with all the girls screaming and all, but everything ends up fine, with Ichi bonding with a new friend, Eiko, who asks if she wanted to practice karate together. Ichi then returns to her house very excited and asks her father if she can practice karate with Eiko. She gets a firm no, and as she screams at him, he breaks her skateboard in half. Just what is wrong with this guy, right? But yeah, we get to see how Ichi really feels in that house. Like she's chained and overseen with nowhere to hide. Some hours later, our heartbroken heroine goes to the market where a crazy situation is taking place. A strange guy with a knife is trying to rob the market. And you wouldn't believe it, the cashier being attacked is Eiko's brother. Seeing that Eiko's brother could get hurt, Ichi uses a trolley as a skateboard and tackles the criminal. He then grabs another knife from his pocket, and when everything seems lost, the homeless guy joined the party with his bag of coins? Sorry guys, is this actually right? The dude just entered the scene like that? Yep, our quirky favorite homeless guy shows up once again. With a weird face and speaking Brazilian Portuguese left and right, he joins the action. As the criminal swings his knife trying to kill the old man, he easily dodges, and in a way that mesmerizes everyone watching, more specifically Ichi, that feels something different from those moves, an unexplainable calmness to it. With a clean rabo de arraia, or in English, stingray's tail, the mysterious homeless man puts the offender to sleep, making the beginning of Ichi's journey in capoeira. Capoeira is a Brazilian martial art that combines elements of dance, acrobatics, and music. It originated among enslaved Africans in Brazil during the colonial period and served as a form of self-defense and cultural expression. Capoeira is characterized by its fluid and graceful movements, as well as its use of kicks, sweeps, and spins. It is often played in a roda, a circle where practitioners engage in improvised sparring while music is played on traditional instruments such as the berimbau, pandeiro, and atabaque. Today, capoeira is practiced worldwide and is recognized for its cultural significance and physical benefits. For the first time, Ichi feels as she belongs somewhere. The Batuque got to her. She simply knew she had to learn from that old man. And with that unique start of a story, it's impossible to guess what comes next. But a lot of doors start to open. What is Batuque? Is it singing? Is it music? Maybe martial arts? Batuque is freedom. This whole tale is not based only in its quirky characters and incredible / weird art style. You root for Ichi because she's a fighter, because she's pure, and above all, because she wants to be free. Free from her insecurities, free from her past, and free from her fate. That's right, this is not your regular shonen fighting manga. The plot goes to places that you can't even imagine. It's not that classic,
"Oh, I want to be the best fighter ever, yippee!"
Nope. Like, shit gets very real in this manga. The more you follow Ichi's life, as she gets older, the plot gets deeper and heavier, so proceed with caution. It escalates in such an interesting and cohesive way that you can really connect with the characters. Sako Toshio sensei puts a lot of energy into showing us that every character actually impacts the plot, using capoeira as the main tool of the story to deliver insane fights and character development. The way that Ichi evolves and connects with herself is so enjoyable and relatable that she really inspires you. It's hard to explain, but in a weird way, in my opinion, she's one of the best fighting manga protagonists ever. And in this life, I've had a fair share of mangas. So to me, that's really something. But if you want to know more about Ichi's legend, how she from being a weird kid became this capoeira powerhouse, you need to read it yourself. We have everything that you could ask for. Fate, fighting, mysticism, lots of plot twists, and of course, Brazilian capoeira organized crime. Yeah, this last one sounds a little strange, but I swear it pays off. The author Sako Toshio really put a lot of effort into this piece, with well-made researches and references. Like the homeless guy, for example. He's based on one of the biggest names in capoeira, Mestre Cobra Mansa, the founder of ICAF, International Capoeira Angola Foundation. The author even mentions and utilizes one of the biggest heroes in capoeira's history, the Grand Besouro Mangangá, telling his story and his doings as the biggest symbol of capoeira baiana. But I don't want to spoil anything, hehe. So if you want a story with intricate plot, interesting characters, amazing art style, and crazy fighting scenes, you have to read Batuque. Thank you, Sako Toshio sensei, for portraying capoeira with such respect and with such passion. As a Brazilian, I have nothing but praises to this manga. It's really worth it. You will be mesmerized by this piece. And that's it for today, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Leave a like and subscribe for more. Keep fighting for your freedom, keep practicing what you love, and of course, keep reading manga. Bye!
じゃあ残念だけど